Welcome to the last episode of these monster tank reviews. I will be reviewing the Infernal Chimera and the Bellerophon Centurion 5-1 as well, but we don't know what those will be doing in the monster mode, so I will not count those specifically part of this series. The Bog Horror, and plus you don't get them for free if you complete the Monster Hunter op. The Bog Horror is last on this list, but certainly not least. It costs you, if you buy it from the store with this sale, 6,600 gold if you choose to buy it, or you can earn it for free in, of course, the Monster Hunter op. And this tank is, well, it's huge. Look at the size of this thing. We're zoomed all the way in. This is zoomed all the way out. This is zoomed halfway, and we'll compare this to the Chrysler K. Teeny tiny. Bog Horror. Absolutely monstrous. This thing is huge. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression, which is nice. Yeah, it's got insane frontal armor. The turret armor is 229, which is pretty good. 380 V range, which is pretty good. 198 pen, which is the same as the old T32, which is pretty good, especially considering since you are cut. 198 pen, pretty good. Same as the old T32, especially considering the fact that you have preferential matchmaking. 198 pen on a preferential matchmaking tank is phenomenal. 245 on premium, 320 alpha. 2.29 seconds aim time is pretty decent. 0.42 accuracy is pretty bad. 5.05 rounds a minute, also really bad. Traverse speed 24, it's slow. Turret traverse 23, slow. So yeah, rear turret armor 208, interesting. Side turret armor 89, don't show the side of your turret to keep your turret facing. Engine power 960, giving this a horsepower per ton of let's take a look. 14.34, which isn't terrible. It's not terrible at all. But let's go compare this. I don't really know what to compare this to because it's preferential. Let's compare it to the Gorynych KV5 because that's a tank a lot of people have, and then we'll go from there. Here we have the Bog Horror, and look at this frontal plate. 271 effective unangled upper plate. These parts, these shoulders, are a bit of weak points. 234. 236, you know. You angle, then they become more of a weak spot, but then the upper plate becomes even better. The tracks, this thing angles even a little bit. You can actually start to go through the tracks, kind of like this, see, as you can see, and even the side of the tank, and of course these shoulder plates. And if you're shooting this thing in the turret, you want to hit as close to the mantlet as you can. Or not quite as close, as you can see, it kind of gets thick, but like right here. Nope, there we go, right along there. There's some premium rounds. The turret ring is actually pretty strong, but not if you get really low. You can start penning that. But the big place to pen this and kill this is actually the cupola, which is really weak. And even beneath the cupola right there, look at that, 98, and right there. This is something you're going to see me doing, is fighting another Bog Horror in the replay I'm going to be showing you, and just seeing how easy a Bog Horror is to kill with another Bog Horror. Like I said, this is also a shot you can take, and this might even be a little bit easier, especially look how weak this is, how flat it is. It might be a little bit of an easier shot, especially if you're shorter, to hit this rather than hitting this. So keep that in mind as well. But we're comparing this to the Gorynych, just because they both have pref and they're both super heavies. Let's take a look. Hit points goes to the Gorynych by a lot. Hull armor, though, at least from the front, goes to the Bog Horror. The side, though, the Gorynych beats it, hands down. DPM, Gorynych beats the Bog Horror hands down. Gun handling, standing still, surprisingly, the Bog Horror crushes the Gorynych, but moving, it goes to the Gorynych. Ammo, as you can see, 198 millimeters of penetration on the 105 of the Bog Horror, and only 167 on the 107 of the Gorynych. Ouch. 245 millimeters of premium penetration on the Bog Horror, only 219 on the Gorynych. Ouch again. Owie, owie, owie. And then 420 alpha on the 105 with HE, and only 360 on the 107 of the Gorynych. Ouch, again. But then, speed. The Bog Horror only goes 29 in a straight line, while the Gorynych can go 40 and can ram kids like nobody else. However, the Gorynych has a lower power to weight, as the Bog Horror is 14.4, while the Gorynych is 12. But the ramming potential of the Gorynych is twice as much as the ramming potential of the Bog Horror. You can ram for 3,992 if all the stars align, and you're ramming a tank that has 3,992 health, which won't ever happen. Meanwhile, the Bog Horror's is 1,930. Terrain resistance is better on the Bog Horror. View range is better on the Bog Horror, though camo rating is non-existent. You have less than 2% while standing still, and less than 1% while moving. Oof. Big oof. Yeah, so you're not going to be invisible very much in this tank, even with the pretty camo. Well, should I say the actual really good camo. Like, if this was camo in real life and you're actually in a swamp or a forest, this would work really, really well. But, not in World of Tanks. Now to talk about the thing that makes this tank just so worth it if you do pick one up. And that is the silver earn rate. 167%, so 67% added to 100% on the Bog Horror. That is the highest in this game. Maybe there are some lower tiers that have higher, but in regards to alpha damage and potential damage you can do, and armor, survivability, tiers you fight, this tank makes the most. It's insane. 10% on the XP earn rate, which is, once again, just a little bit below average of tier 8, but that's fine. Most heavies, I think, are about 10%. But this 67%, phenomenal, phenomenal. I would recommend picking this tank up just for that. If you're looking for a huge moneymaker, this is the one. This is the one. Otherwise, if you're looking for versatility, I would say Hollenhund. And then if you're just looking for probably the best in-game monster tank, the Lycan. Alright, that is my opinion, though. Of course, all that is my opinion. Bog Horror, phenomenal preferential tank. Replay time, we find ourselves on Redshire 1944. I love Redshire, guys, one of my all-time favorite maps. It's so good, in my opinion. I like both Redshire and Redshire 1944. In case you're wondering what's the difference, Redshire 1944 is pretty much the PC version of Redshire, just without the Zeppelin crash, nor the HD rendering. And then Redshire Standard is just, well, the old Redshire from PC, the old one, and we still have it here. And I like them both equally. Like, they're both really good. I think I like the original Redshire a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is. We are in the Bog Horror, and like I said, look at this camo. It would actually work pretty well, especially in the shade. This tank would be pretty hard to see, especially from the sky if it's not moving. That American flag, though, gives it away. But that's not what we're here to talk about. This replay is a perfect replay to demonstrate the tank. Once again, just like my Wraith replay, this is my first game in the Bog Horror. And it just was so perfect to demonstrate the tank. And I'm going to spoil a little bit. We are going to lose this game. We are going to die. But we die in a way that's perfect to represent the tank. Remember, this tank has terrible DPM. And it turns like a boat. And that is going to get us killed. However, the front is insane. And that is going to allow us to farm some damage. Yep. Spoilers. Spoilers! Hello there, enemy tanks. I have a lot of armor. Kraft Panther on the move. Boom! Ammo rack, no problem. That's money right there. Every time you shoot with this gun, you just get money. Every single time. Money, money, money. Everybody's bouncing off of us. We're already up to 500 damage. Blocked. Easy peasy. That's, yep. It's true point. Very easy. Hello, Bellafron. What are you going to do to me? Oh, there's a Bog Horror. Watch this. Hello, Bog. Oh, never mind. We're just going to shoot you. We track him and ammo rack him. And I thought to myself, that tank literally just came out. I wonder if he remembered to throw on a repair kit and med kit. Doesn't look like it, because we shoot him again. He is not repairing. Maybe he did fix his ammo rack. He probably did, but because it's a new tank, he's probably has a new crew. No, the ammo rack is still broken. It doesn't look like he packed himself a repair kit. So he's tracked and ammo racked, and he's got a terrible crew because it's a brand new tank. And so yeah, you're just gonna die. You are our first kill. Good night. Goodbye. You're dead. GG. And we are still at full health. And now we're going to change our attention to, hopefully, oh, maybe this guy? No, the Bog Horror. And you see where my cupola is on my tank? It's on the right side. That's why when I was rolling up to this position, I thought to myself, there's no arty. I can go to the right side or the left side of this rock. And we will be fine either way we go because arty will not shoot us. So let's choose which side we will have our cupola hidden. So we chose the left side. Therefore, when we poke around, we're poking around on the right, and that keeps our right side hidden. So look at this. Our cupola is a harder shot for these guys. Though we get penned there by the Kraft Panther. I think he goes into our hull through the tracks. He does it again. I think you can shoot up into this tank when you're below it, which is what he did. But look, we have a tank behind us, and we're not going to turn our hull. There's no reason to. I can't turn very quickly, so I'm going to just let him shoot me in the rear because this tank turns so slowly. He goes down, and now we got to get the turret around yet again, and we're still just blocking damage. And you saw me shredding the enemy Bog Horror, shooting him right in the cupola. Easy, easy, easy kill shots right there, especially when you're as tall as a Bog Horror, because you're a Bog Horror yourself. One of the best tanks to kill a Bog Horror is another Bog Horror who knows where to shoot. Because you're so tall, it makes it so easy. Let's see if we can put a free shot into this Gorynych. No, he's not giving us a very easy shot. As soon as we looked at him, he pulled back. We unfortunately are going to be getting surrounded. We have to start doing something if we want to win this. But there's tanks in front of us, tanks behind us. There we go. Okay, these guys are coming. We have to turn back around. There's nothing we can do about the tanks behind us. Turn this around, put it in his tracks. There we go. We track him. Can we kill him? Do we have the DPM to reload before he reloads? He puts a shell, there we go, into our cupola because he's tall enough. We just talked about that. But unfortunately, we don't have a shot, so we're just going to go for damage. Go for the radio hatch. He pulls forward, so we hit him in the other radio hatch, but it still does damage. Not going to complain about that. Here he comes. Can we get another shell in before we go down? Come on, one more shot into this guy. Yes, we can. We finish off the Bog Horror, but these guys aren't pushing me. Can I get one more shot? One more shot. They should push me. I have no friends with me. No one in front of me, no one behind me. One more shot, one more shot. Come on. We can do this. Right there. Boom, we put it in. No, we didn't. We bounced off or missed. I don't know what happened. It just disappeared. Can we get one more shot? Not likely. There's a Kraft Panther behind us. And a Lycan. We die, unfortunately, there. But it really demonstrated what this tank can and can't do. It has insane frontal armor. You saw the frontal armor working phenomenally, but as soon as people started flanking, we started dying. We could not kill our side of the rock fast enough to deal with the tanks behind us because our DPM was so poor. But, you know, it is what it is. That is the tank in a nutshell. You keep tanks in front of you, you're going to do well. As soon as tanks are no longer directly in front of you, you start losing hit points. And you start losing games. What kind of money did we make in this defeat? You may be asking. Well, luckily for you guys, I did record the post-game results. I couldn't not record them. 132,000 credits without any silver boosts. As you can see, we had no silver boosts going on, and we make 132,000 credits with a premium account, 80,000 without, and we lost the game. So, yeah, this tank can make money. It is the best money maker in the game, after all. So keep that in mind. Wow. Now we're going to go jump into some gameplay of me playing it in the monster mode. I only got to play it once, and I didn't do very well. So I'm going to try to find some clips of the tank doing what it does in the monster mode as well. That way, I don't disappoint. So I've doubled this game speed because it's just embarrassing. But look, this is what the tank looks like. Once again, if you're shooting AP, it's pretty much the same thing as the tech tree AP. Alright, if you're playing in the public match, should I say? That's what I meant to say. But you have a slightly better reload. And if you choose this HE that I'm shooting now, I think it does 5 damage, but it makes vines sprout from underneath the tank you shot. And it immobilizes them, and there's nothing they can do, even with repairs and so on and so forth. Track mechanic, it has nothing to do with that, and aiming at those guys is hard. And that's what we're going to be shooting, is these things. And I can't do anything. I'm bad. I'm bad at the game. Just simple as that. And we only had one chance. There we go, we hit him! And did you see how he got stuck there? Let's take a look at this. Here we go. He's driving along. We have our HE loaded up in just a quarter second. Fire it off. There we go. We hit him. And do you see that green, those green particles? There you go. Do you see those vines? They're hard to see in this. Yeah. But yeah, he's stuck there. And he goes down. We don't get any of the assist for it. I wish you did. You should get assist, I think, when you track people like that. Or should I say you hit them with your vines. But yeah, we had a bunch of light tanks on the team, Lycan specifically. So because of that, we don't really get anything done. No damage. No kills. Nothing. That's it. That's it. But we're loading up our AP to go after this guy. We miss. But look at the reload. The reload is much better in this game mode than in real life. Is that him? Yep, that's him. There we go. We hit him there. He pretended to be invisible, but we knew he was who he was, and we shoot him there. Did we get any assists? Nope. 344 damage. Well, that was terrible. Here's what the tank does if you're not bad like me. You fire the HE shell, and boom, vines come out. Surround the tank and keep him still. Just like that. Isn't that pretty cool? That's a pretty cool effect, if I do say so myself. It's pretty awesome. It really is. It works better on light tanks that go really, really fast, I would say. Well, there you go. That's the tank. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how good it is in the monster mode, but what I can tell you is I never saw it do well in the monster mode. It kind of just died to Gorynich's. I think Gorynich's are better. It has no side armor, so it died to even Spectres in that mode because a lot of the tanks are so fast. It just doesn't seem like it does that well in my own opinion, seeing it on the battlefield. And then playing it for myself, I couldn't keep up when my team was stomping everyone. But when it comes to the public matches, it's a beast. It is a beast. Well, that's the video for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button. Comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out Spaceman GotADingy's YouTubes. Let me know your opinion of this tank in the comments below if you have one. What do you think of it in the monster mode? What do you think of it in the public mode? Help people who are trying to decide for themselves if they want to pick one up. Give them a better opportunity to decide for themselves. More opinions is better in my opinion. Maybe give me your opinion about my opinion on the opinions. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, everyone, and peace out.